So we're going to start with your knees out wide and your big toes close together. First thing in the morning, we might want to just shift into our hips and ribs a little bit. And then as you start loosening up that rib cage, the spine, and the hips, you settle back towards your heels. And if sitting all the way back is not comfortable for you, feel free to keep your hips elevated to whatever point you need to. Then we let the chest and the forehead reach toward the floor. Now, if your forehead isn't settling on the floor, feel free to fold your hands underneath your forehead to allow whatever space your body needs. And then we'll just take some long, deep breaths. We're feeling some nice lengthening through that lower back space. We inhale and we exhale. And then we'll take our fingertips and crawl them forward, getting that length through the arms, and then feeling like we're reaching our armpits toward the floor, getting some more space into those shoulders. Now reach your tailbone back a little further. Take another deep breath. Then on your next exhale, walk both hands off your mat to the right. Drop your nose toward your right knee and then try to crawl those left fingertips further over. We're still reaching the left hip bone down and back, but the left fingertips are trying to crawl further than the right fingertips. We'll take an inhale there, lengthening through that left rib cage. Exhale, we'll soften, walk the hands over to the left. Here, we'll reach those right fingertips up further. Reach your right hip back in toward your right heel and take a long breath in. And exhale out. And then walk both hands into the middle. We'll shift our hips forward. Bring your knees in to table. So knees are directly underneath the hips, hands are directly under the shoulders. With the tuck of the toes, you press weight back into your hips so the arches of the feet start getting some space here. We'll take one more inhale there. You're pushing your palms forward, reaching your hips back. And then as you shift forward, find table, tap out the tops of your feet. And then we're going to drop our rib cage down, press off the floor and lift your collarbones forward, lifting the tailbone as well. See, this is cow spine. Palms are pulling toward your knees. Then you'll push off your palms and round your spine to cat spine, tucking your tailbone, softening your chin toward your chest. And then we drop the rib cage again, the palms pull back as we look forward. And then as we round up, we feel like our palms are pushing forward. One more time, drop the rib cage, inhale. Press away from the floor, round, exhale. Then as we settle our spine into our table space, we'll take our left toe to the back of the mat. You're still pushing off your palms. You should send that left heel back, feeling some nice lengthening through the back of the leg. Then as you take the weight off that toe, you'll lift that left foot up, sweep it off the mat to the right side. Here you'll tuck the toe, push the heel there. Turn your head, look over your right shoulder, and push your left hip to the left. So now we're getting into that outer hip space. And then we'll bring our torso back to center, lift that left foot, bring it to the back of your mat. Step your right foot back for plank. Now we have wide fingertips at the front. We're going to push off those fingertips, lift the hips down dog. Wrap your biceps forward, triceps away. Lift your tailbone, deepen your heels, and take a breath there. Really feel those heels reaching, get lengthening through the back of the knees. Then we'll lift our heels, bring the torso forward. Here you'll bring your right knee back to table. Push away from the floor with your hands, reach that right heel back, getting that nice calf stretch there. So rotate. Right foot. Then we'll take the weight off those right toes, lift it up, sweep it off the mat to the left. Tuck the toe there, push the heel away. Now we turn and look over our left shoulder and we push the right hip to the right. Then we return to our center torso. We take that right toe, step it to the back. Again, we make our hands strong, step the left foot back. Press away from the ground, lift your hips into downward. Looking back at your toes. You're actively reaching your chest. Take one more inhale. Exhale, we'll look forward at our hands, and in any manner that works for you, we'll move our toes and hands toward the front of our legs. As you look down at your toes, they should be hip distance apart, and you should be spreading your toes out. Then with your chest dropping toward your knees, let your arms fold over the top of your head. Just feel your spine get that nice release. We'll inhale there. Then on the exhale, bring our hands to our shins. Lift your tailbone, reach it back. Top of your head will reach forward. The full length of our spines here. Full length through the back of the legs, for flat back. Then we'll soften our arms, soften our knees. Let your arms fold over the top of your head. We'll take a breath in. Exhale, hands to shins, lengthen your spine. So we're just going to do a couple of these. Inhale, we fold, release. Exhale, we lengthen flat back. One more time. Inhale, we fold. Exhale, we lengthen flat back. Here, we'll just soften our knees and bring our hands to our thighs. Lower your ribs down toward your thighs, tuck your chin to your chest. Press firmly away from your legs, round your spine up. When you get to the top, roll those shoulders back, reach your fingertips toward the floor. Lift out of the top of your head. Feel the soles of your feet pulling toward each other. Inhale, reach fingertips to the sky. Take your right fingertips higher than your left. Take your left arm and rest it across your lower back. Your palm is facing out. Those tall right fingertips then reach to the left side. We open the right palm, look underneath, and then really try to stretch through that right elbow to your fingertips. Then we'll take that left arm, release it, sweep fingertips to the sky. Left side grows taller, right arm releases across your back. The left palm reaches to the right. We open that left palm, look underneath, and then lengthen it even further. Nice side body stretch. Then we release that right arm. We bring fingertips to the sky. We move our hands to our heart. Release your shoulders. Go down to your fold. Here, with fingertips to the floor, keep your left foot forward and step your right foot back. Wiggle the ball of that right foot away as deeply as you can, then lower that right knee to the floor. Drop your toes under on that right foot. You're pressing your right hip forward as you bring your hands to your left thigh. You'll push away from that left thigh. Try to take your shoulders back, forming that nice curve. This is called crescent. You're pressing the top of your right foot into the floor. You're lengthening that hip flexors. And then you'll sweep your right hand to the sky. Lift, lengthen. Then stretch that right palm over to the left without moving your left knee. Breathe, inhale. And exhale. Then take that right arm, reach out to the right side. Keep those hips nice and centered. Make sure your shoulders are over your hips. Left arm moves to the left. Then we'll look to our left and rotate that left arm back, right arm forward. Really feel the back of that left hand pulling down as you start to open the chest and shoulder. Then come back to your center. Bring your hands down to the right side. Take your left toes and crawl them out wider. So your heel is on the mat and your toes are off the mat. Then tuck your right toes under. Lift that right knee. You're going to spring your right foot out wide. So both toes are off the mat. Move your hands to your thighs. We have a long spine here. We'll just start dropping the tailbone down, lifting the heart forward. Now shift your hips side to side. And then try to lower them down and adjust your feet as needed. If you have longer legs than mine, then you might have to go wider. So we're just going to try to sit into that tailbone a little bit. Maybe you can bring elbows to thighs. Now push your knees open so we get into that inner thigh space. Try to keep your chest lifted higher. Then press off your legs. Heel toe your feet back to center. Should feel good to lift away from that pose. Let your chest drop toward your thighs. Fold your arms over the top of your head. We're back to that forward fold. We take a breath in. Exhale, hands to shins. We find that long spine. Then we soften the knees. Bring hands to thighs. Tuck your chin. Round your spine smoothly up. Pull your shoulders away, reach your fingertips toward the floor, lift out of the side to the waist. Inhale, we reach fingertips to sky. The left side grows taller than the right arm releases through that lower back. That left palm reaches up and over. Open the palm, look under, lengthen. Release your right hand, pull your torso up tall. Take your right side taller, drop your left arm behind. That right palm reaches up and over. We open the palm, look under. Take a breath there. Release left arm, bring fingertips to sky. Hands soften. Chest softens. We release. We bring fingertips to floor, right foot forward. Now, if you have blocks and you want to put hands on blocks, feel free to do that. Step that left foot back. And you can substitute something else for blocks if you're at home and don't have blocks. Wiggle the ball of your left foot away. Here's where we lower the knee down. So your hip should be further forward than your knee is. We drop the toes of that left foot, make the top of that foot active. Bring your hands to your thighs. Reach your chest forward, your shoulders back. Gaze is gently upward. We're getting a nice back bend here, but we're releasing the front of that left hip. The left fingertips reach to the sky. Right knee stays still as the left arm reaches over to the right side. Open that palm. Still reaching the hip forward. Breathe into that space, inhale. Then take that left arm, reach out to the left side. Make sure your shoulders are over your hips as right arm reaches out. We look to the right, we rotate right arm back, left arm forward. We're feeling the back of that right hand reach away. So we are opening across that front shoulder and chest space. Breathe, inhale. Exhale, that right arm comes forward. We'll bring our hands to the left side. We'll heel toe that right foot off the mat to the right. Tuck the left toes. Shift the hips back. Step that left foot out. Adjust it so your toes are out wider than your heels. Bring your hands to your thighs. Again, we start lowering the hips, lifting the heart. Maybe you do some shifting and just work into whatever space works for you. Some of you will be able to get your elbows on the inner knees and push those knees open, keeping heart up higher. So drop the tailbone, but lift the heart. And breathe. Let's take one more breath. Move your hands to your thighs. Press away from your legs and say, ah. Heel toe your feet back. Here, chest lowers to your thighs. We bring fingertips to the floor. Step your toes back. Find your plank pose. Long spine. Press away from the ground. Lift your hips into down dog. Bend your right knee and allow your left heel to sink closer to the floor. Then switch your heels. Right heel sinks, left knee softens. Feel the reach of that right heel. Then lift both heels and then sink both heels. Push your palms forward. Come out to your forward plank. Bring your knees to the floor if you'd like here. Elbows will squeeze the ribcage as we lower down. We'll slide our forearms forward, roll your shoulders back, lift your heart, press down through the tops of your feet. If it's comfortable for you to lift your elbows here, you're welcome to find cobra. Breathe, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Slide your hands to the sides of your waist. We reverse it. We tuck the belly, press away from the ground, tuck the toes, and push through to down dog. Find your breath, inhale. Exhale, come forward to your plank. Here we bring that left knee back down to the floor and table so it's directly under your hip. Right heel will reach, flex to the back wall, and left arm will reach forward for bird dog pose. Finding that full length through your spine, reaching the heel, reaching the fingertips. Then we'll bring that right toe and left hand down. You'll take the weight off your left knee so that you can rotate it open. You're on the outside of that left calf. We'll reach the right arm up, trying to stack those shoulders. Then we'll let that right heel float away from the floor as the right arm reaches over the ear. Stretch through that side. Breathe, inhale. Then the right arm comes up, the right foot comes back to your mat. You turn to the front, stepping your left foot back to plank. Press away from the ground, lift your hips down now. Come forward to your plank. This time, the right knee comes to table. Long spine, tone belly. Right arm reaches forward, left heel flexes to the back wall. So you're leaving a footprint on that back wall as you reach to the fingertips open, finding that core space. Here's where that right hand and left toe come down. We shift the weight off that right knee so we can rotate that hip. We then take the left arm, stack it to the sky, looking up. And then we let the left palm reach over the ear as that left heel pushes away from us. Find that full length. Breathe, inhale. The left foot finds the mat. Left shoulder rotates us forward as right foot steps back. And then again, we push to our down dog. Take a nice deep breath. Sigh it away. As you look forward, hands and toes move to the front of the mat. Again, we spread our toes, feet are hip distance. Try to find some of the color of your mat between each toe. Then just let your rib cage hang toward your thighs, let your arms hang over the top of that. Neck, shoulders, and head should be really relaxed. Then we bring our hands to our shins, find that long spine, flat back. Then we bend our knees, bring hands to thighs, tuck the chin, press round your spine all the way up. Pull your shoulders away, find your mountain. Inhale, reach up top. Right side gets taller, left arm releases. We push right hip away, open the palm, look under. Then we sweep our arms over to the left, to the right. Right arm releases, left arm comes over, we look under. Then inhale, we bring it all up. Here, we bring our hands to our heart, release the shoulders. Keep your weight to your left foot, step your right foot back. Then take the toes of your right foot, turn them open. This is triangle, right? We have that nice triangle shape. Arms reach forward and back. Shoulders drop away. You're going to hinge into that left hip crease. Go straight forward with your torso. Now lift that left hip up and down. Then gently lower left hand down, stack right shoulder on top of left, looking up at your right hand. Hold, inhale, and exhale. Then we'll bend the left knee. Slide your left forearm onto your thigh. Heel toe your right foot further back if you can get more distance between your feet. Then take that right palm, reach over your ear so that whole right side is long and engaged. You're lifting through your rib cage so you don't have lots of weight on your left elbow. You can lift it up if you prefer. This is side angle. Then you're going to push off your left foot. Bring your torso up for gentle warrior. Fingertips to sky, lifted sideways. Then we'll rebend that left knee. Drop the right hand down that right leg. Slide right fingertips towards your ankle as left arm lifts, reaches up, opening that left side rib cage for peaceful warrior or reverse warrior. Breathe, inhale. Push off your left foot, reach both arms up. Turn your body to face the front of your mat. Bring your left hand to your thigh, but keep your right arm extended. As you shift your weight forward, come up onto your right toes. Keep lifting up. Find that tall spine there. Then take both palms, reach them to the back, And then we're going to start hinging forward, fingertips reaching into back corners, right toe reaching back for airplane. Try to square your shoulders. Touch that right toe down to recenter your balance at any time. Deep inhale. Exhale, reach your fingertips to the sky, bring your right toe to the band. Move your hands to your heart, relax your shoulders. Here you slide that right foot in. Your right knee is reaching out to the side and to any position that works for you for tree pose. Maybe you just bring that right foot towards your calves. You can tap that toe down whenever needed, or maybe you move it into your inner thigh space. Try to avoid putting any weight on the left knee. Don't stand on it. Breath, inhale. And exhale. Fingertips to sky, right foot stands. Hands to heart. Shake out your legs up. Let's do the other side. We good? Take a breath. Bring your weight to your right foot. Take that left foot, step it back. Rotate that left hip open and turn your foot 90 degrees. Release your shoulders off your ears, arms to not one. We hinge into that right hip crease, going straight forward. Then we lower the right hand down, reach the left arm up, stacking shoulders, looking toward left fingertips. Really lift on that right hip so you feel the length in that hamstring. Then we'll bend into that right knee, slide the right forearm onto the thigh. If you feel shortened in your legs, feel to that left foot to get more distance. Take that left bicep, reach it over your ear. Now strengthen your left side and release that weight off that right elbow. Make it softer. Breathe in. Exhale, push off your right foot, reach fingertips to the sky, gentle wear. Then take that left arm, drop it down that left thigh. Rebend your right knee, reaching it up towards your pinky toe. Watch your right palm lift up, reach up and over, opening that right rib cage. Breathe in. And exhale. Push off right foot, reach up tall with left hand. Here's where we lift that left heel, we bend the right knee, turn and bring your whole body square to the front. Bring your right hand to your right thigh, shift your weight forward. Then as you sweep your left arm back, right palm reaches back, and then left toes lift to the back. Airplane. Fingertips are out at that 45-degree angle. Left heel is reaching toward back wall. Find your focus. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Left toes down. Lift your heart forward. Hands to heart. Slide your left toes in. When you're ready, make sure that right side still has a little micro bend. Left foot comes up to any degree. Left knee reaching out, still squaring your hips. Inner thigh, inner calf. And we feel the center pull together. Breathe in. Exhale. One more inhale. Fingertips to the sky, left foot stands down. Release hands to heart. And then we're going into ragdoll. We soften the knees, let head and neck hang heavy, then release your arms and let your body sweat. Take a deep breath, inhale, and sigh away. Bring fingertips to the floor. Walk your toes back. Find your plank pose. Make your fingertips strong for us. Lift, look back at your toes, reach your heels toward the floor. Inhale, come forward to that plank. Bring your knees down if you prefer. Elbows squeeze the rib cage. Shoulders pull away, elbows in. If your spine feels like it likes that up dog where you extend your arms, go ahead. Otherwise, elbows bent in sphinx or elbows lifted just a little bit. Cobra. Breathe in. Exhale, lower. Hands to the sides of the waist. Tone belly space, press up. Tuck your toes, press through, down dog, leave. Take a long breath in. Side away, exhale. Here we'll bring our knees out wide. Right to those outer edges of your mat and sit your hips towards your heels. Again, where it feels comfortable for your hips, and then let your forehead reach toward the floor. It doesn't come all the way to the floor. Just fold your arms in or make a fist under your forehead. Maybe if your forehead is rested, you reach your hands to the sides. You take a long inhale. Exhale, we release. Inhale, we fill it out. Exhale, we release it away. Then toning into your belly space, we'll gently round the spine up. We'll bring the hips to one side. Bring your knees around. Here we'll start in our butterfly. Our bottoms of our feet are together. You're up tall on your sits bones. You do a shoulder roll back. Bring your hands just behind your hip bones. Roll your shoulders back, lift your chest up. See if you can get that full length through your spine and reach those outer knees down, wherever it works for you. Then see if you can push off your fingertips and just lean forward with your torso, reaching your collarbones out. Then maybe a little further. Now, if you can maintain that long spine and move your hands to grab your toes or ankles, feel free, but if that forces your shoulders to round to reach your toes, then keep hands behind back. Take a long inhale and exhale. Inhale, we release. We bring our toes in. Slide your left foot forward and reach around to your right shin. Hug that right knee in close to your ribcage, lifting through your torso. Then take that right ankle and place it over your left thigh. Let your right knee drop out as you bring your hands back. Step your left foot in. Now turn your hands around, push off the heels of your hands and try to lift that tall spine in toward that right leg. You should feel this deep into the glute and hip space. Shoulders are away. Your lower back space feels like it's lifting and reaching forward. And we breathe. And we sigh. Then we'll slide that left foot forward. Bring your right knee to center. Bring your left elbow around your right knee. Move your right hand back. Push off that left elbow. Rotate that right shoulder open. Seated twist. Nice deep breath. And exhale. Inhale, return to your center. Step your right foot out. Bring your left knee to your chest. Lift your ribcage top. By just starting to lengthen that lower back glute space before we get too deep, we bring left ankle onto right thigh. Try to avoid putting weight on your knee. Bring your hands back. Step your right foot in. Then turn your hands around. Roll those shoulders back. Lift your heart forward. Reaching your chest forward. Get deep into that left glute. If you don't feel a good stretch there, try lifting your right toes and your lower back space to get deeper. Long inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Right foot slides out. Left knee crosses over. Right elbow comes to outside of left knee. You push with that right elbow, nudge that left shoulder away. Look to your left. Breathe in. Exhale. A little deeper, one more inhale. And exhale, release. As you find your seat, any comfortable seat that works for you, Legs out, legs folded, those butterfly legs, whatever's nice. Do a nice shoulder roll back and lift your rib cage to the sides. Turn your palms open, let your fingertips touch if that's comfortable for you. Lengthen through the back of your neck. Take an inhale, lift through the top of the head. As you exhale, see if you can sink your shoulder blades into your back pockets a little further. Again, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, release the shoulder. Next, inhale, brings fingertips to the sky. Exhale, moves hands to heart center. And it's with a gentle bow forward that we say namaste. Nice work.